Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Martha. I am a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist. I've been in practice for 10 years and I work with individuals and couples who have all kinds of relationship, communication, relationship issues. And I've been inspired to make this video because I went through my archives of videos that I've done and I realized that I haven't done this one specifically. And I actually have 5 videos on my YouTube channel related to porn. And this question was a little bit different, so I decided to make it into a video. So the question is, I look forward to masturbating to porn when my wife is not around. Am I addicted to masturbation or to porn? So this was my answer. We are complex beings, and a lot of us masturbate to porn or masturbate to release stress. There are also people who masturbate because they are horny. So I like to ask, do you masturbate when you are horny, or do you masturbate, or do you watch porn to make yourself horny? So one is organic. Our body is good and we do get sexually aroused. Some people don't. And for those of us who do and get sexually aroused, we feel like we want to express it. But then there are those people who feel maybe it's the time of the month, or maybe they're bored, they have nothing better to do. And so they think, let me do something to get myself horny by watching porn. A lot of people with penises masturbate to porn. And because they always masturbate to porn, there's this assumption that who masturbate to porn are addicted to porn. And then there are a lot of people who are also afraid that they're addicted to porn. Okay, so there's this thumping happening. I don't know whether you can hear it. There's also this buzzing outside my window of my office. And then there was this light streaming down right on top of my head just now, so I couldn't make the video. So the best time to do the video in my office is in the morning. So anyway, coming back to all these distractions that I'm experiencing, the thumping has stopped. Is this a lot of us creatures of habit, man, woman, different gender, whatever it is. And if something works, we will just continue doing the same thing. If it works, don't change it. Don't fix something that's not broken. So a lot of us actually masturbate in the same way without really giving much thought to it. If it worked the last time, it's probably going to work again this time. And if I just want to get it quick and over, uh, quickly, secretly, and quietly, instead of fear of getting caught. Maybe it's just a release so that you can move on to the next thing. So a lot of us actually masturbate to say the same thing. And we are visual beings, man or woman, we are visual beings. And if porn works and it helps you to get excited more quickly, why not? So it's almost as if it becomes a habit. And it's true that watching porn can become a habit and you can become reliant on it. But it doesn't mean that it cannot be broken. Cannot be broken. The thing is, by telling people who masturbate to porn that there's something wrong with you, what other options are there though? Nobody actually taught them anything about other options of masturbation. And so there are people who do masturbation coaching, and there are people who teach about mindful masturbation. I have a book called Orgasmic Yoga, which actually shows different techniques of self-pleasuring without always falling into habit. When you allow yourself to be more playful and creative and express when you're by yourself, when you're masturbating, you put in the effort to do something different, what happens is that you develop more ease with your body and you start to become more comfortable with your body-mind connection. You start to be more at ease, more confident, and therefore when you're with a partner, you will also be more at ease, more creative, more comfortable. But coming back to this question, so the issue now, as you start to see, so I had to explain that part about watching porn first, to then explain this part about this person actually looking forward to masturbating to porn when their wife is not around, because it is more complex than that. Masturbation is not just a time of stress relief, it is not just a time of expressing your sexuality, of feeling less horny. It is also a time to come back into yourself. It is also your solo time. It is also your time to rest and relax. It's also your time to feel that sex is not a pressure, but a form of pleasure. And so there are so many different things when it comes to masturbating to porn or masturbating for this particular person. We've just lumped it all together and say, oh, because I look forward to the act of masturbating when my wife is not around, so there's something wrong. The reality is this particular person also had some sexuality challenges around the erection, and so if you have difficulties with having sex with your wife and maintaining an erection, then when you're by yourself, you don't have that anxiety. Then, of course, you will look forward to it. And of course, it's easier as well to express yourself. Then I also asked the question of whether this particular person has that box of what I call me time. So we have the work time, we have the family time, and we may or may not have the social time box with our friends and family. And then there's also the me time. So if he doesn't have much me time in his life, the time when he's masturbating is his me time. So he may be looking forward to his wife not being around, because that is also his me time. So that's what I mean by coming back to yourself. So he may be choosing to masturbate to porn, but it's not necessarily the porn per se. It's actually kind of like a mental break, a solo time away from wife that he may be looking forward to. So there are a few reasons to this question. Why am I looking forward to masturbating to porn when my wife is not around? First, performance anxiety, existing problems that is happening when with wife. Second, does feel horny and wants to masturbate. And masturbating to porn could be something that is fun. Let's not dismiss that. And then there's also the me time, solo time, alone time, and maybe craving the me time because he doesn't have much me time for himself. And then there's stress release that I also mentioned that could be part of looking forward to porn. So there are at least 5 different possibilities that I've just mentioned. And so it is not so simple, as you can tell. It depends on the person. So when I do an intake with someone, I really need to find out what's going on in their lives. This may be the presenting issue, but there are some other issues that might be happening in their life. And so it's important to, like a private investigator, try to draw that conversation out of them. So I don't really put labels on people and say sick, abnormal. That's not what we are meant to be doing as sex coaches and sex counselors. We are trained to support people to understand themselves and to express their sexuality in ways that feels good for them, not even the way that is good for me. I don't tell people what's good for them. I support them to express themselves so that they don't live their lives in fear or pain. So this person then asked, am I addicted to porn or to masturbation? Like I mentioned, this has to do with habits. We are used to masturbating in the same way, and with some awareness and some consciousness and desire and effort, it is possible to masturbate in different ways. So a lot of the time in my work, I actually do a lot of coaching for men and women. So a lot of people assume just because I'm a woman, I can only help women. Or I have had many men who say that, what do you know about us? You know, you don't have a penis. It's true, I don't have a penis. I don't have a penis. I don't have a penis in this life. And I don't think I will have a penis in this life. I don't think that I want a penis in this life. But I have had training to support people with penises, and I have very specific knowledge. I have also been very fortunate to work with many kinds of people with penises, and so I have a lot of experience and knowledge now. And of course, I'm very grateful for the opportunities to have been able to work with people with penises. And so I learned all these sex therapy techniques, sex coaching techniques, started to work with people with penises, and then I started to get some results. and get more experience working with people with penises. And now I support people with penises. When I started my practice 10 years ago, I was younger. And so it was easy for people to dismiss me because I was younger. But now I'm older and I have 10 years of experience working with men and women. And so it has become easier. And I hope people can move past the fact that I am a woman to the fact that I'm here to help and support people, whether you have a penis or whether you have a vagina. I'm also here to help people of all kinds of sexual orientations and sexuality and sexual identity. I feel like we are so in labels, and I'm here. I'm here holding space, wanting to help as many people as I can in my work. And people should understand that they are professionals. I understand that a person with a penis can be a gynae, and we can understand that a woman can be a urologist. Like, why can't people move past my gender? And then they will say things about me like, oh, she's pretty, or she's sexy, or she's ugly, or she looks frigid, or she's a virgin, or nobody wants her. Like those are personal attacks that doesn't serve anyone. I'm just here to help you. It doesn't really matter what you think of me. I do have the subject matter expertise. And okay, so anyway, in this video, I've answered the question. I look forward to masturbating to porn when my wife is not around. Am I addicted to porn or masturbation? The answer is no. There may be many reasons why you may be looking forward to masturbating when your wife is not around, including having alone time, solo time, including having the freedom and not having to rush everything, including being able to have me time. So many possible answers that I gave earlier in this video. So thanks for watching this video. You can check out my website, that's eroscoaching.com. You can also subscribe to my newsletter. So that is where I talk to all my subscribers as if you're my friend, and coming from my heart to your heart, sharing with you things that are a little bit more intimate that sometimes I don't put out there. So it's worthwhile subscribing to my email newsletter. If you haven't done so, go to my website and subscribe to it. Simple. eroscoaching.com. Have a good day and bye.